Is it just me, or was that a better boxing match than Manny and Floyd Mayweather? I mean, come on. Jesus.
Nice,
We just had a few rounds
thank
there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got a few rounds out of that one. Welcome
Yeah.
to the Legends of Tomorrow After Show here at thestream.tv, guys. As always, I'm with Tatiana to my left.
You said it right.
I know, but I had to think about it for some reason. And Rory to my right. Rory, that's a great blue shirt.
Thank you. I'm changing it up a little bit.
You totally missed the memo, sweetie.
Yeah.
You're just so behind.
We got the twins going on.
I was thinking about that this morning when I was
You
getting
guys
ready,
can
though.
be
I feel like we have the flash. Oh, look at that twin shot. High five.
Boom.
Right, so I was thinking about that, just real quick.
No, nobody.
No, you're not wearing blue.
That's right,
You're not wearing
back over
blue.
here.
The
cool.
flash, red, arrow, green. I'm thinking blue is the colour for
I mean, look at our
legends.
back.
It does. It does match right there.
We're thinking
You got
blue
what
could be the
saying.
colour for the legends. Like I said, guys, welcome. You guys are our legends. This officially, hands down, without a doubt, I say this probably every other episode, but this was my favourite episode. Without a doubt, that fight was absolutely unbelievable, and that is what we're going to jump into right away.
Oh, yeah.
The Leviathan.
Ooh.
Yes.
Good job.
That has been killing me. I've been saying it so often. That is a beautiful creature. Let's just say that for a start. And that fight between the two of them. Who expected Pacific Rim to jump in on this? Like, that was the moment Atom grew big, which for starters was incredible. We've been waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
So, shout out again to Ray Palmer.
He had his moment.
He had his moment.
right.
That's what we're talking about. Tatiana always gives Ray a bit of a hard time because of his...
Right.
Which he still had during this entire episode. But it's okay. He had his moment. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah.
But best fight scene, hands down.
Yeah.
It was great. I mean, we've
any
had so many
episode,
sci-fi
any
references
episode.
going on, and to finally have our Pacific Rim reference, I was like, yes.
That just
Like being able to
beautiful.
like see the fight going on was fantastic. I felt like I was
Every
in
camera
my own
angle.
suit, and I was just like, yeah.
It's like VR.
I didn't want to be in my own suit. I was just like right underneath everything.
Right.
Wow, it's so amazing.
It was awesome.
It was an
So great.
it was an absolute spectacular. Guys, feel free to let us know using the hashtag.
Yeah, there we
Hey,
go.
we're working on that one. Cheers, Nick. Using the hashtag LOTUS, LOTAS. Is that your favourite fight scene so far? It can't not be. I just feel like that's it. We're done. That is the best fight scene.
Everybody on the YouTube is like,
Is
Oh yeah, they were like big
everyone-
robot fight.
fight
Like, it was
scene,
the
like,
The
huge
fight
thing.
scene, the fight scene, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we're
Everybody's all
hearing you, we're
Huge.
feeling you. And by the way, the YouTube chat earlier on, size does matter. Adam proved that. Adam proved that just so in tonight's episode. But obviously, who was against the Leviathan and against Vandal Savage, the Resistance as well. We've got to give them a bit of a shout out, although they didn't really do that much, besides give Stein and Jax a bit of love. I mean, that's them chatting there, getting things going, and who the Resistance are, who Rip is, etc. Blah blah blah.
But
what were you going to say about
I was
the
going to say,
Resistance?
so like you can't like necessarily just put down the Resistance and say, oh, okay, they didn't really have a part in this episode, because Cassandra had that was her moment where Snart was able to bring her in and say, hey, look at what your father's been doing. You think he's, you know, kind of a heartless bastard, but yet he's the one that is bringing balance to kind of the Force, to the world. But he's actually he is a heartless bastard.
Yeah.
He isn't going to get any better. Like, he kind of was like, look, I know how bad dads are, and they don't get any better, sadly. And I thought, I was like, all right. You know? So I think they had a good part in there to bring that feel and then be like,
They also bought the feels for Jackson Stein.
Oh, yeah,
didn't they,
definitely.
Just?
Well, when they were, like,
When he
giving
gave
the
one
candy,
chocolate
it was
bar.
like,
You know, I thought, I was like, you know
horrible.
what, why can't that kid share? Why don't you go back
Right.
and get more? It's like,
Because
that would have
they're
been a good teaching moment just then. You give them one candy bar, there's 7 kids, there's probably about 6 or 7 chunks in
Right.
that
But
candy
they're
bar.
all so
You break-
hungry. I
but
mean,
but that's when they learn about sharing is caring.
That's what they,
Like,
exactly.
that's-
Why would you
This is
share
where
and
we
care?
rebuild the world.
Why would you share and care when there's like way
Because
more
it's
back
the
at the ship?
Resistance.
Yeah.
Like,
You know.
we're trying
The
to shape the world.
ship can make food.
Oh, that's
okay?
such a
So
good
like,
point.
why don't
This
you
is-
just go
this is
back
true.
to the ship, get the food, not a ton of food, but just you
Right.
know enough.
Why not a ton of food then? If the food can just, the ship can
Because
just make endless.
what about time? You can't change.
Yeah,
But then that would change
exactly,
time if we
see?
fed the kids.
And if we started giving them,
I'm
like,
not to be like a terrible like tyrant, but I'm just saying.
not to be a terrible tyrant.
Then all the kids would be dead, and there would be no future because kids are the future.
Right. Which,
Boom.
by the way, just because we're talking about tyrants, Vandal Savage did like one of the best speeches because he's been looking at all the great dictators. He
Yeah.
became like the great dictator.
Yeah.
He's been seeing Stalin. He's been seeing Hitler. He's like, I know how to really arouse people
Genghis
in the ways of
Khan.
fighting in the Force.
So
like,
this was like a cross between
Right, it
this
was like,
and this.
yeah.
Black Power,
It was like
in the middle of both.
somewhere in the
all of them
middle.
right there.
So, speaking of the tyrant, let's talk about his actual offspring, the beautiful Cassandra Savage. I mean, she absolutely looked incredible. Nick, let's throw up that photo real quick of the two of them when Savage kind of finds out what
that's
it
a
is
good
that Cassandra's done. It's a nice photo between the two
Yeah,
of them.
it
Does she
Right.
look anything like him? Eh.
It almost
still,
looks like
she
they're
plays
kissing,
smart.
so it's a little
they
weird.
have the same eyes.
You think they have?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think.
look at you.
I think their
Very
eyes are the
observant,
same.
Tatiana.
Well, thank you.
But how do we think about Cassandra? Guys, if you have her name, for some reason, again, I just couldn't find it. Same as when I was trying to find the new Black Canary yesterday for Arrow. I really couldn't find her name. So please tweet me with it real quick so that I can bring it up. And literally, if you tweet me, I'll get it right now. So if you can do me that, I'd massively appreciate it. Or, of course, you got the YouTube, you got the Facebook groups as well. But how did we think about her? Did we like Cassandra? Did we think she played a... I mean, like I said, I wish I had a name to say it. It's driving me insane. But how do we feel about her as Vandal Savage's daughter?
She was
she did a
being
good
really
job.
dark at the beginning.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
like she was just
good.
emotionless,
That's what
which
I'm
was
saying.
great. She was so cold with Captain Cold.
She was.
Just saying.
Who we're possibly shipping.
We are.
yeah.
No, I kind of
It's
like
happening.
them. I know, I'm not
Right.
going to lie.
And I hate shipping, but
That's
sorry,
I used to be
kinda like
Captain
this one.
Canary, but I'm not going to lie, Sarah, you have officially been pushed aside. It's Captain Cassandra.
With
Captain
Rory and
Cassandra,
Sarah, though.
baby.
Rory and Sarah. I'm still
feeling
rooting
that
for
one?
that.
Rory is
For the
with
heat wave of
nobody
it.
because he's mine.
Who, Mick Rory? Jordan?
Wait, what?
So confusing.
Husband, you are not watching this episode.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
so, I would say you have a lot to compete with, but unfortunately he's Australian and he's on Legends. You don't really have any chance whatsoever.
Dominic Purcell. He's like,
He's Australian.
He's
Yeah,
awesome.
I did
yeah.
not know that,
I didn't either.
which I'm quite
got
upset
corrected
with
last
myself.
time.
I did.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
very much for whoever that was. It was probably everyone that was watching. But Snart being the guy to kind of change her mind, that was what I really liked best about this, because like you said, he connected to her on that common level, the
Right,
common
with the
ground that they
dads.
have, being their fathers both being arseholes.
Yeah.
So how did you find Snart, the way he kind of wiggled into her, kind of showed her everything that was going down? Did you think he was the best guy for the job and that was the best way
I
of
think
doing
he
things?
was, because he was like, I'm just going to tell you how it is. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm just going to say, all right, this is how my dad was, and I'm seeing this is how your dad is, and I'm just telling you, I've seen history play out, and, you know, I'm going to show you that. I
think
think
it's-
it was great, like, simplistic and just
Straight ahead with
straightforward.
it. Yeah,
I think
straightforward.
it started off as a tactic,
Yeah.
and then it got personal.
Yeah, it started off as like, oh, okay, I feel you. I got daddy issues. You
Right.
got daddy
Right, right,
issues.
right.
We're both
And
going to
then-
talk about our daddy issues and
and
make her soft. Get
Once
the
she
emotion
started-
in her.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once he actually got a reaction from her, like some kind of emotion, then he was
Yeah.
like, oh, we kind of connect on that level.
And I think the moment he opened the door, as if to say, like, look,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
I'm opening the door to you right now.
Yeah.
You
Right.
really need to see what your father
Yeah.
is. And
But
of
then
course,
she goes, what are you doing right now?
exactly.
Right,
and
right,
he
right,
was the
right.
reason that
Right.
her mother's dead. Technically,
Which is
and he lied to her
huge.
about
Which
it.
is a huge thing to lie about.
And I'm sure that was kind of the moment
Yeah.
that she was
Right.
kind
It
of
would
like,
be
right,
for
okay.
me.
Yo,
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Right?
To act across Casper Crump, though,
wouldn't it be the most best thing ever?
when he was like, you
Can we
lied to
say
me.
that you went out for the...
I don't know. I don't know.
We should say it. Now that I brought it up, I kind of have to say it. Tatiana actually went out on the audition for Cassandra Savage.
I did.
Unfortunately, she looks nothing like Casper
I
Crump.
didn't get the
Right.
role.
So I don't blame her not getting the role, but still,
So
you
this
got...
episode was hard to watch.
Yeah.
The
I can
feels,
play that, I
about
can
the
do that.
emotion, the moments.
No, it's okay.
But hey, Kendra's gonna need a twin sister or
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah,
sometime
it's
soon, and you are top
okay.
of the list for that. Okay?
Yeah,
You are
I
top
just
of
want to
the
say a
list.
really quick thing, though. I actually thought that Captain Cold, Snart, was actually going to do the fireman on her. I thought instead of like...
Do the fireman?
yeah.
Is this something
Like,
I don't know
he
about?
was actually going to be
kinda
like,
know that.
hey, I'm going to play the sexy man. Like, that wasn't something she was trained
you
for.
thought- yeah,
I thought
I
he was
feel
going to
you.
go for like the seduction for a
That's
second.
totally not Snart. Though.
It isn't, but
It's
I thought like
totally
she
not.
was trained for it. for the most
Snart
part.
has seduction in everything that he does and
Okay, but
everything
it's not.
that he
It's not like
says.
a purposeful, like
No, it's just
the way
meaningful
he
seduction.
carries
It's just
himself.
how he talks like this.
But I thought it would have been great
All the
because I was
time.
like, Vandal could have like got her ready for how men were going to be like, hey, how you doing?
Okay, but
How you
honestly,
doing?
dude, I don't think any form of seduction would work on that woman
Oh, please.
right now. Oh snap!
Oh, please.
The size doesn't matter. It's just it matters how you
confident.
work it. That's all. I'm gonna-
He said, "Oh
Oh,
please."
please. Confidence is key, honey. Confidence
It's
is
true,
key.
yeah,
Moving on from that before I embarrass myself any further on this episode, let's get into I'd like to say the meat and bones of this episode, which obviously was Kendra. My laptop's just stopped, but it's fine. Kendra, we had Savage, we had Kendra versus Savage, and then we had Carter. What a way to bring Carter back
She
in.
called that out.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, she did
Yeah,
call. But
Tatiana-
first of all, before we get into Carter, we're gonna
Okay.
go to the mace.
Yes.
Obviously, what you called out, because I said about 3 episodes ago, ever since we found out about the bracelet, what are they gonna do with a bracelet?
Right, what are they
Right.
going to do with the race?
What are you gonna do with a bracelet? Like hold him, like death grip
Right.
him around the throat. But we found out
Take
that
him
the
out.
mace, because you called it. Was it
Yeah,
last
well, so
episode
when
in
we,
the
when
preview,
we
given
looked at the mace
yeah.
there, the mace actually wasn't gold tipped. And I was like, hold on a second. When I see the mace in the trailer, it's gold. And I'm like, they brought in the bracelet once more again. So why would they do that? only to melt the bracelet and put it as a coating on the mace. And what do you know? Your boy came through and they did it on the mace. Just saying.
Which was a brilliant way of doing it.
It was
It was
amazing.
so
It was
great to
great.
find the mace come out though. What I want to know is why she never used the mace before. Do you think it was just because it was too much of a...
What would she have used it with before?
I mean, to be
to
more
beat
badass.
the shit out of people?
Like,
No,
it would
I
have been
mean,
like...
yeah.
I mean, it's been like 6 episodes
She
without
hasn't
Carter.
really
true, yeah.
needed to like bring it out.
That's true. I don't think she's put a costume on in like the last 4 or 5 episodes,
Yeah,
right?
she just brought out her wings and
Oh.
She just wings
That's
it.
true.
Yeah,
That's
she just
true.
wings out a
That's a
little
good
bit.
point. So this
She's
one,
gonna
she went
wing
full-
it.
she
went
hawked
full
out.
hog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
hawked
hawked
out.
out
She
on
hawked out.
this one.
Oddly enough, when she was about to like be like, okay, I'm done with Carter, I'm starting to go with Ray.
Right.
Okay,
And then all of a sudden,
can I just say, okay,
you're like, oh.
how many, if anybody watches all of these episodes, these after shows that we do, which you should be, I have said every single time, and what do you know? Carter didn't even know her. He didn't even know it was her.
Right.
He attacked her, and she was like, wait, stop. Ray comes back in, she's like, we need to talk.
Yeah, and then Ray's like,
Like, what else did you
No,
think was
this is
gonna
now
happen?
begging the question. Did Kendra do the right thing? Absolutely
By
not.
not-
By
nine-
not killing Vandal
Oh, yeah,
Savage.
I agree.
Honey, you
Yeah.
sacrifice your soulmate, your love, whatever. I couldn't give a monkeys, okay? But for the fate of the world,
Yeah.
for the fate of Rip's wife and children, for the fate of the world, I'm
The
going to say
world,
it again.
yeah.
That's
Right, the
point
world,
A,
the
B,
world.
and C.
Yeah, yeah.
You kill that son of a bitch, okay? So do you guys agree with
my
me?
counterpoint
No,
to
that-
that would be like, if she would have killed Vandal
Here we
right
go,
there.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if
Here
she
we
would have
go.
killed Vandal right there, she could have lost Carter forever because if
Oh.
Carter,
No.
hold on, if
could've-
Carter,
she
hold on,
could've
hold on,
lost
if
her.
Carter, like, you know, didn't get his mind back and they killed Vandal, then if he would have died, then there'd be no bringing back Carter. I think that would have broken
Then
the
she
curse.
stays with Ray.
And then, like,
Ray's her future.
Give her one night with Carter.
Oh,
Give
so
her
you're
one
saying like
night
our girl
with
can
Carter,
show it. and
everything will come back.
give-
That is like the most intimate you can be with somebody. Give her
You talking about
one
having sex?
night. Yeah.
Okay.
Give her
just-
one night with
I was
Carter.
like, what do you
We
mean?
get
Just-
clarification.
like, what
I'll
are
spell
you
it
gonna
out.
have for dinner?
S-E-X. Give her one night with
And
Carter.
you think that'll just...
You think that would?
I think it will help a lot of things because that is the most, if you are truly connected that way, that is the most intimate. You can be with somebody to share that.
Dang.
Okay? Now, sex nowadays, let me just get
Here we go.
the mother tongue.
Right, this is the
Sex-
mother tongue.
sex
This is the
nowadays-
birds and the bees, guys, with Tatiana
Sex
guys are getting
Mariesa.
educated right now.
isn't considered that
special,
anymore.
right.
But
It's
when
kinda
you
more
when you
flippant.
truly find that person and you have that connection, okay, then everything will come back. You guys are laughing
why
at me.
did I do that?
Being honest.
This is what I'm worried about now, okay? What I'm worried about is, are we going to have the whole of season 2 pretty much being what we've had to go through with Carter trying to make Kendra remember? So is
right,
now is now gonna be roles reversed? Like, that is what I don't want to
Right.
see. I don't want now Carter
I agree.
having to go through
Yeah,
every
yeah, yeah.
episode.
I
I don't
agree.
remember you.
I don't think
and now
I don't think the
Carter's gonna
writer's
fall in
gonna-
love with Sarah, and then like Sarah's
I don't
gonna be
think
like,
they'll
oh
do
wait,
that.
That would be a
can't
mess.
with
That would
you.
be a mess. I don't think the
they'll
writers are
do
going to do that
that,
because
yeah.
we've already seen this play out with
It was
this
too
this
much.
whole plot line.
The
And
opposite way
a
around,
bunch of
yeah.
people were like, okay, we're kind of done with Kendra being with Ray, and then like, oh, maybe liking Jax. Like, I think we're as viewers are kind of like, okay, we're done with
over
this.
it,
Let's
yeah.
see something new.
Yeah.
So I think if that happens, it's only going to be maybe an episode.
I agree.
Hopefully, and then it'll transfer into.
But
like,
to
more.
play the devil's advocate, just kidding. Just kidding.
You really didn't have anything to say?
No.
Brilliant, because you just made me totally lose my job. I was just about to say something, and you said that. I was like, what was I just about to
sorry.
say? You just killed me inside now,
I'm
Tatiana.
sorry.
Thank you, honey. I
I
appreciate
can,
it.
I can make up.
I could just make up something real quick. So, guys, I'm going to throw that out to you. Obviously, you guys have to agree with us. Do you think Kendra made the right choice, and so why? And if you think Kendra did make the right... If you thought Kendra made the right choice, tell us why. If you don't think she made the right choice, also please tell us why using the hashtag... Yeah, we're getting it, babe. You're a star. Right, we got to get off of that because, like I said, that was just too much that went down. How she
Yeah.
didn't just bury his face and just got right on my nose. But obviously, it would have been the end of the season as well. So obviously,
Right.
it
We have
was
3
just
episodes
not-
left, so what
Yeah.
would we
Three
fill them
episodes
with?
The rest
Like,
of
and what was your favourite part about this episode so far as well, by the way? Because there was a lot of nice little bits in this that finally solidified things like the way Vandal was using his daughter to protect the bracelet, the way that we got the bracelet melted onto the mace so that the mace now becomes a weapon, same way as how they can kill Savage. How about the fight between Leviathan?
You can do it.
You got it, you got it, buddy. You got it.
Leviathan and Adam. Sorry, I don't know why I can't say that word. It's just killing me today for some reason. So yeah, which one was your favourite? And feel free to let us know. Now we're going to move on to one thing that Rory actually brought up and caught. I didn't actually catch it. I'm not sure if Tatiana did. But this whole fate, destiny versus choice. Everything in this season so far has been by fate. It's been by destiny. It's been like, oh, but we're not meant to be together, and if time wants us to be that way, then time will come its way no matter what happens.
Right.
And now the guys are like, hold on a minute, you know what? If I do that differently, it doesn't work out the same way. No shit, Sherlock. So how are we feeling about the team kind of making
going
this
the fate choice?
Going the
I mean, like,
choice.
I've been really curious about this, to be honest. Like, I've actually had some conversations with you guys on Twitter about it. Brandon and also, I guess, name's dropping me. But anyway, been having conversations and really curious. Because this is, I mean, as humans, it's really interesting to know what we feel about it. Are we going to go with fate or are we going to go with choice? The choices that we make, is that going to affect how we actually live our lives, or was it already predetermined? And I loved how Ray actually portrayed this a little bit in the scene where he's talking with Rip, and he's saying, I think choices, we actually can make those, and that can alter the outcome.
And that's what Rip said at the end.
Right,
really,
and he was like, maybe it brought you guys together. Exactly.
Yeah, a friend said to me, destiny is the collection of the choices that we make, or something like that. And I was like, yes.
But let me ask a question.
Go.
If I may.
Of course you can.
So he said that he actually has gone back in time and tried to save his children.
Right after Egypt.
Right after Egypt, save his child and his wife multiple times.
Countless
And
times.
Yet he still got all these people and told them the reason for the whole mission. This is after all this bullshit about everything else.
Right.
The whole thing for the mission. Sorry, Mom. Was to
Stop Vandal Savage, save his wife and kid.
Yes.
Right.
Because I feel like
But he knows.
he's tried to do it so many times.
Right.
At that moment in time.
Yeah.
But he
so
went
he was
back to
like
that
doing
moment in
insanity.
time.
Insanity is doing the same thing
over and over again,
different results going to happen.
Okay.
Boom, we are
That is
brothers.
one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite sayings.
Yeah.
But yes, go on,
So,
please.
with that being said, he finally was like, okay,
I need to
I'm
create a
obviously
team.
not doing something right by myself. Let me see what I can do and get people who aren't going to affect the timeline and mess up with their lives and bring them into this mess.
All right.
So I think
Fair.
that's kind of...
Timeline stuff is definitely starting to go a little bit fuzzy, and obviously
Right.
we've got to start connecting the shows a little bit as well. I do want to start bringing the Legends into the Flash, and I do want to start bringing the Legends into Arrow, because of course we still haven't had any recollection of in the, the crossover, season 2 episode 8 I think it was of the Flash, and then season 4 episode 9 or 8 of Arrow, it would have been the same episode 8, when Vandal Savage got obliterated and then Malcolm Merlyn picked up his ashes. This still hasn't been touched upon yet, so guys, feel free to let us know what you think's coming out of that. And also, when's Sara going to find out about Laurel? That is a big thing for me right now. So as we know, Laurel the Black Canary died over in Arrow. How and when is Sara going to find out about it? Guys, feel free to let us know using the hashtag.
Ta-da!
Now, speaking of crossovers, though, we finally did get to see that the Dwarf Store alloy that was used in the Flash episode just recently was mentioned in this episode. So we at least got a little callback to that.
So there will be some episode where everything is together.
There's got to be.
There's got to be, like, at some point.
They put it so much. There's been so much alluding to the fact.
Right.
Between the three of them. Right, before we go to our last little bit, my new little thing that I like to do with all of us is favourite line from the episode. Just because these episodes are written so extremely well. You guys find it real quick. These episodes are written extremely well. We're going to give a shout out to the writers just after this, as well as the director, because the director is in one of my favourite movies ever, Toy Soldiers. He also did a couple episodes of The Flash. But where was I going with that? Our favourite lines. Feel free to let us know what your favourite lines are as well, because the writing really is, the dialogue in this show really is what makes us laugh, really what makes us happy, sad, etc. So, who wants to go first? Ladies first. Tatiana, give us your favourite line.
Okay, mine was when Cassie said, "You're a liar," and Snart said, "True, but not about this."
That's the perfect. That was Snart, wasn't it? Like that is the perfect reply Snart could have come out with. Mr. Rory.
This one kind of stuck out to me. It's not like I don't know. It is what it is. It's between Sara and Kendra, and she says, "Are you seriously jewelry shopping right now?"
Oh, when get the bracelet.
She's gotta get the. She's like, "You really want me to get the bracelet?" As I'm trying to like hold her down and like capture her.
Wait, keep talking. I've lost my favorite line. Keep talking.
All right, well, since I get to keep talking,
keep the Iowa
City was mentioned. Just saying, if anybody who is in Iowa is viewing Iowa.
I love the people from Iowa, but come on, we've had a lot of Iowa from you.
But Iowa City was finally mentioned, and that's 30 minutes from where I'm from, actually. So my homestead, Lockridge, Iowa. It's about 30 minutes or so from Iowa City. And for you Flash fans, in one of the storylines, here, I got it here.
Go for it, hell it.
Fallville is the birthplace of Barry Allen and his twin brother in the Flash origin storyline, which is also based in Iowa. So again, for all my Iowa brethren, I give you Iowa trivia.
There you have it.
This is driving me insane. I write such specific notes about my favourite stuff, and for the life of me, I can't find my favourite line. But again, it was from
Time Wants to
Rory.
Happen?
No, it was the one with Rory, but still, it was a great line. It was the one with Rory right at the beginning, when Vandal Savage is making his speech, and then Rory was like, "Shh, I want to listen to this guy. He's doing a good job so far," or something like that. And I was like, Rory, you are such a lad, because it's true. Like, if I was there with Vandal Savage for a second, I'd have been like, God, I'm kind of. No, wait, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? One of the brother. But guys, real quick, like I said, please feel free to send us your favourite lines and what it is that makes you laugh, who it is that makes you laugh the most about the episodes. But Rory, your one-liners are killing me so far. I'll give you that much. Nick, let's throw up the photo real quick. There's like pretty much, it's almost like a cover sheet for this. This is what the script is. So I just want to give a shout out to our writers, Sara, Nicole, Jones, and Ray. Oh yeah. Watch me try and pronounce this name. Ready? Utah shit. That's the best I can get. Utah shit. I don't know. But guys, Sara Nicole Jones is on Twitter at SNJonesy, JONSEY3. And Ray is on it at Ray Utah, UTAR. Guys, feel free to go give him a follow. Sarah's got back to me a couple times. Give him a shout out. Say thanks for an amazing episode. You guys do an absolute great job. And of course, I'm going to bring back to the director real quick, Gregory Smith. The little kid in Toy Soldiers. Y'all remember that movie? One of my favourite movies. What was it, 1999?
And why, hence, our 90s is why we want to go back in that timeline.
That's
just
fair.
saying.
That's fair enough. But I also want you to give a shout out, because you guys, we all loved it, but these two caught it. And right at the end of that episode with Sip, this is a shout out to the director, of course, Gregory. This was a great shot that you got here. At the end, when Savage was in his cage and Rip was talking opposite him, you kind of saw Savage's reflection in the window real quick.
Oh, it was fantastic.
And that was just such
And
an incredible
the way he
shot.
walked into it, like
In-
it wasn't
in
just
that,
boom,
and
it was
appeared.
there.
It was, yeah, like there's
he
Rip,
just
and he's like
walked into
talking,
it.
and then all of a sudden just,
It was great.
and then this, it's just that snare, like.
And I can't remember the last line
giving
that
you
he
a
said.
play-by-
It's giving you a
Yeah,
play-by-play. Guys, feel free, whilst we're going on this quick minute break, feel free to send in your favourite lines, feel free to send us in your questions. You know you've got Tatiana on the YouTube, you've got Rory on the Twitter over there. I'm just going to sit here and chill out for the next minute and a half. But guys, go for a wee, have a cup of tea. We'll see you in a minute.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live. In case you missed it live.
Oh, you'd want to take the time travel the whole way back.
How did we not figure that out?
We had a crazy vampire threesome. And you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
I was like,
How did you get here? No. Look at me, I'm dancing.
You know why we saying yes. You know why we saying yes.
he was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want.
He is wait something.
And we're like, inseparable. She was shadier than Sunglass Hut with Ray-Bans on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it wasn't. So come on.
You just went to a totally different direction on that.
When a billionaire goes broke, it means he's got like $4 million.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
I found her to be deliciously out of control.
Oh man, looking forward to this fight.
Ooh, they about to get together. Watch, it's about to go down.
Somebody better take some pictures of this.
She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
And he's just
It's so good.
You can't count anything out. Look at you. It's been another awesome night at the Stream.tv, guys.
Thank you for joining us, you guys. We love you.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Legends of Tomorrow After Show here at the Stream.tv in Hollywood, California. Thanks again for joining us. Like I said, feel free to send us all your different bits, and one of the best places to reach us on, guys, is our Facebook group. But first, I'm going to show you the #1 place to go talk everything about DC Legends of Tomorrow. It's the DC Legends of Tomorrow. Nick, throw us up that photo real quick so that people can read it instead of listen to me say it. It's the DC Legends of Tomorrow. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Discussing the TV show. Guys, this is a new photo. I took this one today. It's not an old photo anymore. Woo! Go Jack, moving on up in the world. But guys, obviously a big shout out and thanks to Lance who's created that group. Guys, he's not only got it for Legends as well, he literally has it for everything that you guys want to know. It's all our childhood. We've got Young Justice, we've got Teen Titans, we've got Arrow, we've got Flash, we've got Supergirl, Gotham. Pretty much everything that you guys want to be talking about is going to be in them groups somewhere, one way or another. So like I said, make sure to join it. Get to read all different types of rumours, news, pictures, upcoming episodes, casting stuff. And of course, guys, if you want any of your artwork, your cosplay stuff, anything that you want to appear on the after show with us, feel free to go and join our Facebook group, which is the DC's Legends of Tomorrow After Show Legends family. Why? Because we are all legends.
Oh.
What are you going to say, family?
Family.
We're a family of legends.
brothers,
That's what we're
sisters,
talking
and
about.
me.
Exactly. We are the Legends family, guys. You are our legends, we are your legends, and that's just the way we are going to be killing this. Rory, before I do anything, Jessica Sipos, real quick. That's the name. I knew I'd find it. I told you guys I'd find it. Jessica Sipos. Jessica R. Sipos, S-I-P-O-S. That's who you can find on Twitter. That's Cassandra. Cassie. Cassandra. All I can think of is Waynesville whenever I keep saying her name. It's driving me insane. I love it. Brilliant movie.
Ladies.
And somebody said to me once, have you seen Wayne's World? I was like,
Party time. Excellent, of course.
so like I said, guys, go give her a follow on Twitter. Make sure you show her some love for doing an absolute incredible job as Cassie Savage. What a strange name to have, Cassie. It's like so chill, innit? Rory, take us away. Go.
Fun fact, in one realm, I don't know which one, Cassie actually ends up becoming Batgirl.
Oh. That's
Really?
cool.
Yeah.
It's not Scandal Savage. No.
I mean, I don't know
For
if this
life,
is the
no,
one where
can't think.
she's Vandal Savage's daughter or anything, but I just know that when I was reading about her, and in one instance, she actually could become Batgirl.
She could be.
There you go.
There you go.
That's
Interesting.
cool.
Rory, let's go over to Twitter.
All right, so we just
Mr.
got
Ross.
one for Twitter here. It is from the Guy Flash.
The guy.
Says, if Hot Girl would have killed Savage, she could have dropped the curse and have married Ray in their time. Shellfish Hawk. Selfish, not shellfish. Shellfish.
Oh, that's true.
I couldn't agree with you anymore, to be honest. There was
Interesting.
one other. No, wait, that was a Twitter question I was thinking about as well.
Yeah.
So, what is your answer to that?
Well, I mean, I mean, you know, that would have kind of sucked to have your long lost love all of a sudden just disappear for. Well, I mean, I guess she wouldn't have really known. Like if she broke the curse when she died, she would no longer
feel
have
bad for Ray.
recollection and she'd just be dead.
I feel bad for Ray. It's like she's
Ray
putting on his
kinda got the
heartstrings, she's leading him on. It's
Yeah.
like, honey, sort your life out, okay? I
Isn't
understand
this
that you
women
appreciate it.
in
No, this is.
general?
You said that.
Yes.
Can we just say that once more, please?
We'll agree with
Tatiana,
that
on
statement.
behalf of
She
all
made
women.
it. She
Tatiana,
made it.
you can say that once more. Isn't this
I
what?
said this just women in general.
See, now I thought we were
We
the
all
ones
know
that lead
we,
you on.
Right.
You do, but women do it too. And
Occasionally.
you have
You
to
just
be,
do it better than us.
You have to. Yeah, we're.
So
more
we
suave.
think we're leading you on, but the fact of the matter is
We
you're
know.
like, "Pff, pathetic
I only,
human.
you know, you're like
Pathetic
saying,
male.
we use our women trickery. All right, you know what I'm saying.
Our women trickery. That's
Yeah,
a great
it's
way
a
of
women
putting it.
trickery.
It's a great way
I
of
think they have
putting
My
other names, but
ex-boyfriend
that's
don't.
Yeah,
That will
don't.
stop there.
Yeah. I will walk out.
Don't say that. That makes me laugh. Please go over to the YouTube.
Okay, so we had some good lines. We have.
Oh, you got a couple on there?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Winter's Beauty said killer, klepto, and pyro.
Yes, that okay.
yeah.
That was a good
so
one.
I actually found my 2 lines as well. Before you go right into that as well, I actually found my other one as well. Oh shit, tits.
All right, I'll give you another one.
Give it go.
Okay. This one of Bethany Stevens' favorite line, Mick Rory. It works with my outfit.
Yes, that was it. That was it. That's
There
the
we
one on
go.
there. It works with my outfit. Yes, thank you very much. And then my
Yeah.
other one was Rip Hunter saying, and there I was thinking we could go a whole week without kidnapping someone.
Okay, one question from Martin
Savich.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That Carter is not going back with her as he belongs in the future to another Shiera.
Oh.
Interesting. What do you think?
Oh man.
I had to think of that. Sorry for the silence, but yeah, that's a good point actually.
Yes, interesting.
Technically, he's without her at the moment, isn't
yeah,
he? Because
he
remember,
is.
they can only live in their time, so if she was to die now, if Hawkgirl, the one that we're watching, is to die, then she would reincarnate into his timeline.
Technically,
with
he's
him.
not with anybody right now
No,
because he was brainwashed.
he has no idea who he
Right,
is.
he has,
Yeah.
he's like
And he has no
Kendra
idea
when
it's
she
all-
was at the beginning.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I really
Yeah.
don't want that to happen again, where we're going to get
Right.
Carter learning how to be
Yeah.
Kendra again. You got any more on
Okay,
YouTube
one more
real quick?
from,
Give a couple
from
shout outs.
Aaron Saunders.
Oh, hey, Aaron.
Do you think that we will finally get the big question answered? How did Savage come back from the Flash/Arrow crossover?
Yes, with the ashes. Thank
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking
So
you.
he
So,
pointed it
didn't
out.
you say something about that earlier?
Well, yeah, because we were saying like we think Vandal is actually going to probably die in this season, but then the way they're going to bring him back
Is through
through
Malcolm's
the
ashes.
Andrew
Season 2.
Cantabine said his ashes slowly rolled back together and consolidated themselves into human form again. Lol.
I mean, it could. I mean, we don't know.
We have seen all
It's-
these shows so
it's
far.
possible.
I do
Yeah.
not put it past
Totally
them.
possible.
Guys,
Yeah.
thank you very much for joining us here again at the Stream.tv for the Legends of Tomorrow after show. Like I said, guys, we want to keep in contact with you over the weekend up until next Saturday. There's only 3 episodes left. There's only a 16 episode, I was about to say 16 season episode.
Yeah.
It's only a 16 episode season, guys. So make sure you stick with us through to the end of the season because I've got a feeling the last 3.
They're gonna be
This
so
one blew our
Yeah.
mind. It's going to be heart-wrenching.
This
It's
one
going to
only
be
blew our mind
exciting.
because the big robots were
That
fighting.
robot fight,
It
that was
so
Dude,
amazing.
I'm going to go home. What time is
So
it? We've got 5 minutes to get home before this airs on the West Coast as well. So we're going to wrap it up right there, guys. Like I said, thank you very much for Tatiana, Rory, and myself, and everybody else here at the Stream.tv. Subscribe to all the other shows that we have on here, guys. Don't miss a minute with us. We'll see you next Thursday. Have a good one.
Till next time.
Till next time.